Honey, I'm home. Hi, I'm Sangeeta and welcome to my channel. Today we'll be making pineapple upside down cake. The recipe has been handed over to me from my aunt. The original recipe has been tweaked just a tad, but the list of ingredients to the original recipe has been listed down below in the description box. But before we get started, if you're new to this channel, please like, subscribe and hit that bell icon. Let's get started.
We will need 300 grams of all-purpose flour, 200 grams of sugar measured and powdered, 5 eggs, 100 grams of unsalted butter at room temperature, a pinch of salt, pineapple, cherry for decoration, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, 50 grams of cold butter cut into cubes to make butterscotch sauce, along with milk and cream 25 grams each, and 150 grams of sugar. I'm going to show you 2 ways of removing the pineapple ice. Sounds murderous, I know, thus make sure you put on your gloves because it will fight back by making your hands itchy. You can punch through the flesh and scoop out the ice using a sharp side of a peeler. The second method is to take a knife and cut diagonally. I'm going to show you the knife method first. This will cause a lot of wastage, thus I prefer using the peeler. Diagonally run your knife and slit through and carve out the ice. So this is how it will look. Going with the second method, press through the sharp side, clinch it with your nail and pull out the eye. Time consuming but lesser wastage. Now slice the pineapples. To remove the core of the pineapples, use a cookie cutter or a knife. And we are done. To make the butterscotch sauce, heat up a pan and add sugar. Allow the sugar to caramelize and turn dark amber. Do not use a spoon to move the sugar around. Lift up your saucepan and give it a swirl. Allow the sugar to caramelize on medium heat. This is the color we are looking for. Reduce the heat to a minimum and add the cubed butter along with a pinch of salt. Now use a ladle and give it a good stir. Turn off the flame and allow the sauce to cool ever so slightly before adding milk and cream mixture. This is to ensure that the cream doesn't curdle. Now add fresh cream while continuously stirring. Turn on the flame to medium-low and continuously stir it till it all comes together. Turn off the flame once done. Our butterscotch sauce is now ready. I'll be using a round baking tin and I've buttered its sides. Pour in the butterscotch sauce into the baking tin while it is still warm. Spread it evenly. Now place the pineapple slices however which way you like. Now place cherries in between the pineapples. This is optional. This is how I have arranged mine. Now keep it aside and let's work on the cake batter. In a mixing bowl, add butter followed by sugar. Combine it thoroughly. Now crack eggs one by one and incorporate it very well. I'll be switching to electric beater to speed up the process. Now add maida little quantity at a time and fold it into the batter. Add vanilla essence or pineapple essence and baking powder into the batter. And thoroughly mix it in. Now add a pinch of salt into the batter. Our batter is now ready. Now let's assemble. Pour in the batter into the prep tin. You'll notice that the batter is not the usual runny type, but more on the thicker side. I've intentionally done so because I want to avoid the caramel sauce to bubble up and make a mess while it penetrates through the thin batter. But do not worry, the cake will still taste really good. Thoroughly flatten the batter in the tin, making sure that the sides are sealed. Bake it at 160 degrees Celsius for 40 minutes. Our cake is now ready and out of the oven. Unmold it when it is hot. Run a knife through the sides to ease the cake out of the tin. Now tip the cake out of the tin. It was rather difficult to get it out using the cloth, so I got rid of it and wrestled with the cake and finally got it out. There's no elegant way of doing it. The step to making this cake is definitely long but worth it. But if you're going to make it just once in a lifetime and don't mind the amount of fat that goes in, please follow the original recipe. But if you like a cheat recipe, then this is your best bet. I'm sure my aunt is nodding her head in disagreement while watching this because she strictly told me to not alter her ingredients. But I never listen now, do I? Also, happy birthday, auntie. Lots of love. I hope you have enjoyed watching this video as much as I have loved making it for you all. Until next time.